SSM's Wednesday Global Africa program brings to you our news stories, exclusive reporting, and SSM perspectives on the day's top news. Plus, the inside scoop on Africa's most important developing stories. Join us on Wednesdays, 11 a.m. West African time. In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerian soul are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
This country has some of the most extraordinary culinary diversity in the world. I'm talking about Nigeria. This first dish is amala abula, made popular by the Yoruba people in southwest Nigeria. It starts with amala made from dried yam and then is covered in a variety of soups. Next we have ofe nsala, a white soup that is synonymous with the Igbo people of southeastern Nigeria. It goes best with fufu, or akbo as the Igbos call it. Next we have suya, the most well-known food of the Hausa and Fulani people of northern Nigeria. Meat is covered in a peanut-based powder called yaji and cooked over an open fire. This is banga and starch, a classic of the Urhobo people of Delta State. Lastly, we have onunu, a plantain-based swallow of the Izon people in south-south Nigeria. We are eating it with fisherman soup, popular throughout this whole region. And of course, we don't forget the jollof rice. This is popular everywhere in Nigeria. I think what makes Nigeria so great is the diversity of all the different people coming together. These beautiful ethnic groups living side by side, sharing culture and cuisine is what makes Nigeria such an amazing country to visit. Nigerians should be so proud of that cultural heritage, as there is so much more that unites than divides them.
All right, viewers around the world, you're welcome. This is Wednesday, the 26th day of August, 2026. My name is Mark Godwin. I'm here in the Milan studio, and it's our Wednesday edition of News Echoes Global Africa. And I have somebody next to me there. Who is that man?
Well, good morning, viewers from around the world. My name is George Chukwu, all the way from Toronto, Canada. And we are bringing you love and a lot of news that you will collaborate with us today. We want you to collaborate with us. We want it to be interactive. So we need your responses to whatever that we are reporting today. Good morning.
Nice. Good morning, George.
Yes.
Yes. Also on the other end is the man in blue.
The man on blue with the red blood flowing in his veins. My name is Dr. Lufemi Obakaronwi, from London, England. Good morning, my brothers. Good morning, Nigerians all over the world. Good morning, Nigeria in diaspora. Good morning, citizens of the world. You are welcome to authentic platform, SSM Echoes.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. You're welcome, Dr. Olufemi. Dr. Olufemi, there are some very pivotal statements you made last time. They are going viral because when we have arguments, people we mobile up discussion. So that talk of you trying to say poverty has how it's looked at, the metrics around poverty in different countries, different locations, that matters a lot. So I was with somebody last night. In fact, I've not slept because I had to interact with them, and they were all talking about that aspect. So you're welcome. Gentlemen, before we go into the deep stories, let's do small, sober story. We all know Dolly Parton. I mean, even though she was an American, a white woman, but her music touched most of us, and mostly those of us that grew up in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. And also knowing where she's coming from. She was coming from a very poor background, and she rose to become something legendary in the world. So, philanthropist, and she died yesterday, age 80. So, George, I know
Yes.
it's by your there. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up. I went to school in Tennessee. My undergrad was in Tennessee, so I grew up with the country music. So I've seen her a few times in concerts, and it's such a heartbreaking loss. Dolly Parton was more than a country music icon. Actually, she was a woman whose music, that country music, touched every soul. And it wasn't just because of that, it was because of what she represented, not only in music, but also in what someone from nothing can become out of adversity. Somebody can become so great. She was very generous, compassionate. Her compassion touched millions of lives. Her legacy will live on, not only through her timeless songs, but through the countless people she inspired and helped. May her remarkable life and legacy continue to shine. Rest in peace, Dolly. We will miss you. Yes, she was an amazing woman.
Dr. Femi, go ahead.
Yeah, she's only an amazing woman. She's an icon. She's a beauty. She's one of women that will enter anywhere, and her presence will be felt. As petite as she was, she was just she was an icon of beauty, a very soft spoken, beautiful woman. When we were growing up, she's one of those you have pictures in your room, on the walls in your room in those days with our country music and some of the songs that we can sing off our head then. Coat of many colors and all the stuff, and Jolie and all the stuff like that. I love you. Those songs I can remember in my head now. So they were beautiful songs that she read. And also I could remember that during the COVID, she was a philanthropist, and during the COVID she donated about £1 million was Moderna that was towards that vaccine. She donated £1 million dollars towards that vaccine. Besides that, I think last year she was supposed to do a concert in England. I think in October or thereabout. It was a sellout, but she cancelled because of health. She had some backache and thereabout, so she had to cancel. But I saw the clip on TV around that time that she made a video that she had to cancel because of her health, and she promised that she will come back. But death had other plans. I pray that she
the
rests,
plan.
our beautiful
Yes.
soul rests in perfect peace.
Amen. Gentlemen, Sir George, Dr. Femi, when I started noticing things might not go too far with her, when she lost her husband, you know, they were fond of each other.
And they married from the age of 16.
Yes, they were married for a long time and about almost like all
A lifetime.
all through their lives, it's been the two of them, even though they didn't have any child from the marriage, but they were too in love. So when she lost him, that was about 3-4 years ago, I noticed that it won't be the same again with Dolly Parton.
Something died in her too.
Yeah, that was when she started also losing shows and missing to come to shows because she just wasn't there emotionally again. There's a lady that will tell us more. Women know more about women. Bringing in BD Nana. Can you hear us? Can you see us?
Yeah. Good morning.
Oh, you need to come to the frame. You need to come to the frame, BD.
You're still on the side of the frame.
Yes.
Come in the middle.
Okay.
Yes.
Let us see your beautiful face, BD.
Yes.
Don't
BD.
give up.
Yes.
Don't give up half full. One full credit, full beauty. Good morning.
BD, we're elegizing Dolly Parton. We're talking about that wonderful woman. And sadly, we lost her yesterday. What do you know about her?
I know how it love music. I know
Wow.
music, love music. And they say she died at the age of 80. She died of the age. The family just confirmed her death. She died at the age of 80. Well, she didn't look that bad till her death, but just lately she was really sick, but it wasn't made that open like that, because they say she was battling a particular issue relating to kidney stone for several years. Before that kidney problem, she was okay, she was looking fine, not until that she started battling that kidney stone at Las Vegas. And at the time, I think I read she was doing okay. I didn't know that she didn't survive the illness, because I thought from the way we were getting the reports, I thought it's something that she will actually come up from, because we've had a lot of people who suffer such problem in Western world, and it didn't lead to their death. Maybe probably an African person would say maybe it's her destiny. Do you understand? Because for somebody in the Western world at 80, they are not old. If he's a Nigerian now, say, she tried or he tried. Because I've had a lot of them dying in their 89, 90 something. They actually grow old like people from the Africa, or more especially Nigerians. Yeah, the world will always remember her. She made her mark in music, love music and country music. She made her mark. She will always be remembered, even in death. Yeah.
Thank you very much, BD. Yes, let's get our viewers involved too. We have a viewer here that says, I've actually been privileged to watch her live. Great talent. Rest in peace, Dolly. Thank you very much. That's Agumba. FN Agumba, thank you. Let's also say some of the things some our fellow music arts said. Paul McCartney says it's hard to imagine a world without Dolly. Elton John says, unique and irreplaceable Dolly. And we also have words from Clinton and many other people. So the world will miss Dolly. Dolly Parton, we love you. Rest in peace. And what can we say? All right, gentlemen, let's go on. It's okay. It's a happy news.
Before we go on,
Yeah.
while we're still in that attitude, I also want to put in record the passing of one of Nigerian movie icon, Alhaji Taiwo Hassan, also passed the weekend, and the funeral was this week as well. He was a movie icon that we grew up watching on our screen, and he had he battled with cancer, and he lost the battle recently. So I want to also commend that and also pass commiseration to his family and also to the art world in Nigeria as well.
That's a beautiful thing to add to. We were supposed to talk about Gogo on Monday because that was when he was buried. I followed Ogogo. I watch Yoruba movies, and I know him also because on some occasions I've been on movie production back then. So Ogogo, it's sad we lost him too. Great actor.
Yeah.
A lot of people have memories with him, and sadly he's gone. So, but let's we're going to talk about some of this sickness that is befalling the Nigerian entertainment world. They all.
I want to say something.
Go ahead, Billy. Go ahead.
Yeah, Alhaji Gogo died after battling with cancer, stage 4 cancer, and he died. And Nigerians were like, oh, we just heard about his illness, and he just died because it has gotten to stage 4 when Nigeria actually got to know about it. And another thing is this. Somebody was saying that maybe if he had spoken up earlier, maybe he would still be alive. How would he speak up earlier? Nigerians will still be the one who will come and attack him. If he had come out earlier to say, oh, I'm ill, please, I need help, Nigeria will come and attack him. And there's something I want to correct. People are quick to come and say, oh, why is all this Nigerian Nollywood celebrity, why are they always dying? Why are they always sick? No, it's because they are in the limelight. This is what happens to every Nigerian. You see, people die anyhow on sickness that can easily be cured. That goes down to one of those things we'll talk about, not having a good healthcare system in Nigeria. Do you understand? People die every time. So Nigeria should stop making it look like it's a Nollywood thing. Every day, if you visit hospitals, if you visit slums, you know that people die on a daily basis on treatable illness that people can easily be treated. It happens to every Nigerian. Anything you're seeing in Nollywood is a replica of what is happening to Nigerians. So people should stop making it look like, oh, it's just a Nollywood. And another thing is this. If you check the history of Nigerian Nollywood have died over 2 months, it's cancer-related issues. It's either cancer of the kidney or cancer-related issues. So that shows that we need to do something about our lifestyle in this part of the world. And why it might be difficult for us to do something about our lifestyle is the poverty state of Nigerians. Do you understand? It contributes a lot because anyway, let me leave it here. Well, my condolences to the family of Gogo and to every other person that are related to, because it's really touches us. He's a man I watch very well. He's a man I like. But what will we say? God knows the best. May God comfort his family.
Well, good news about what you're just saying. In our own state, Imo State, Governor Hope Uzodinma just recently, yesterday or 2 days ago, opened up a cancer center whereby there was, successful interaction with other countries like Germany and US and UK. They successfully did a surgery, virtual surgery. And this was a virtual surgery that was done on a prostate cancer, and it was very successful. The patient was in that hospital in Imo State, and doctors from different parts of the world collaborated together and was able to remove that cancerous cell. So that's good news, and I applaud Hope Uzodinma for such feat that he did to bring such. And what we need is places like this all over Nigeria, so that at least people can go, and these are the little things, the little benefits that actually people can enjoy, and hopefully this will be a good example to spread such wonderful news among all the states. So it was really a fantastic news.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, PD.
That's a new one. That's a nice one. Please, having those cancer centers is very, very important. Even we have some in Lagos. I think I was one of those people who commissioned when a Buhari commissioned one in Idiaraba. I was there live, and they have a lot of machines. Having them is good, but not just having them, but making it affordable for people is very, very important. a lot of people cannot afford the dialysis, the treatment of these cancer centers. So not just having it, but making it affordable for people is another important thing we should look into.
Making it affordable for people. That's the key thing. In every of these our endeavors, governmental endeavors, policies, we tend, like Dr. Femi was trying to put out that metrics of diaspora and Nigeria. Also, in so many of our governmental plans, we look at things within a particular circle of people. We don't carry the people along, and it is all that have all these millions of black of Nigerians with us, 230. That's a big number. So government, Nigerian government, governors, chairmen, all of these people should consider that there are people that are not like them. There are vulnerable people, poor people, uneducated, not enlightened. So we do things and we carry all of these class of people along. All right, gentlemen, let's move forward. Niger State is still going through all those adoption cases, and this time they are even coming in March. George sent me a clip last time, even though I'd shared the previous day. I've shared something on that too on our channel. But this morning the president said he's going after these kidnappers, these people. How can you come and carry a whole village, about 700 people, into the forest? BD, adoption is still going on, and we need to keep talking about it. As long as it's still happening, we will be talking about it. BD, Niger State, and that mass adoption, close to 700 people.
Did you see kids? Did you see women carrying their children?
Oh man, what do you guys say? Okay, George,
this is crazy. It's beyond comprehension that almost 700 people, including children, mothers carrying their babies, were adopted, kidnapped, and went through whatever they must have gone through the bushes, to the place where they now had to take that video and send it to us. Can you imagine that? Isn't that heartbreaking? And part of the things that I heard in that news was the reason is a retaliation for most of the citizens refusing to convert to Islam. And another aspect of that news was that they refused to pay taxes to these terrorists. Where is our country going? What is going on? Because, when you hear news like this and you see the pictures and the videos, it's just really, really heart-wrenching. I don't know. I have so many things to say, but I'm just going to keep my cool for now because I want to make sure that we get the full news about this whole entire thing. It is heartbreaking. It is just, it behooves every single Nigerian to wake up and say enough is enough. Come on, people. What are we doing? What are we doing in this country? Everybody's looking at the government. Everybody's looking at them, blaming this person and blaming that person.
But George, it's you that also says the governor of Niger State is very effective. He came to Canada. He's your man. Why is he not? Why do we keep having abduction in Niger State?
Can I say something about that?
Yeah. Tell us
now,
something.
criminality is not is not something that you plan ahead for or you can avoid all the time. Now, while you are doing this, there will also be criminal elements. These are criminal elements. There's no whatever name we call them, they are criminals and they should be dealt like criminals. So even in the Western world, we have, no matter how good our policing is, we still have criminal activities. Now, when we're talking about this, we have to look at the fact that we said in here before, and thank God it's happening. What security is local. Now, it shows that the government and security local level is far away from that society. For a whole society, a whole village to be taken, if local policing is effective, in the sense that the local government has its own police station and has its own police post, It made that happen. If they have, even if they are overpowered, information will go to higher authorities where they give them support. It is still going back to where we started from. That we need local policing, state policing, and local policing will help in this situation. I want to show my heartfelt hurt for these people, these local people, these innocent people that know sometimes they don't even have the comfort of life, and the little they have in there, these bandits will come and seize them and use them as ransom from government. So no matter what it is, the state government is doing is very good. The state government is massive on farming and all this stuff, and he's doing his bit. But that does not say that bandits or criminal-minded people will still not exist in the state as it exists everywhere. But I want to appeal to the government of Niger State and the federal government to help to get these people out. That is what is most important.
That is what is most important. I'm so also grateful that federal is putting his mouth to it. The president this morning said they'd have to go for these people behind this. And gentlemen, we're not making any allegation. We're not pointing fingers. But when it looks like this, there are some real strong power support behind these bandits. I mean, how do you? Didi, tell us.
Well, the good thing is that the president has ordered the military, the police, every force to get at work, that they must get them released immediately. That's the good one. At least he did not do something like our president. At least he spoke early on this one. So I just pray that the military, the police will take the order that has been given to them and work very well. Now, another area is like, I don't know why a lot of us are really surprised at this mass adoption in Niger State. Niger State is one of the states in Nigeria where indigenes pay homage, pay tax to all these terrorists. It's one of the states. And nothing has been said about it. These terrorists have taken over some local governments, some areas, that before you go to farm, you have to appease them, you have to pay some certain amount to them. It's not a rumor, it's not a propaganda, it is the reality that they're living with in Niger State.
It's Dr. Femi that doesn't agree with you.
Niger State,
we all know that Borno, Sokoto, Kanu, most of these places are being taxed by ISWAP and Boko Haram and all these
I have just researched. Sorry, I have just researched now.
Okay.
When was the last time there was this kind of thing in Niger State? It's been a while. If we're talking about Zamfara, Yobe, and all this stuff, I will agree with you. But Niger State, no. Niger State, no. So Niger State is a farming state, like you said in there. But also note, Niger State has a very big, massive land span. And that's why it's one of the basket of farming in Nigeria, because it's a middle belt state. So please, let us be careful. Niger State have not had this in a while, but other state may have that in Nigeria, but not Niger State. Not Niger State.
Okay.
No. Yeah, Dr. Femi, your computer, your Google search is probably wired to somewhere else. I don't know how you do your own search. You need to probably get a new Google, a new phone, and do your search well. What are you saying, Dr. Femi? Dr. Femi, Niger State has been having series and series of banditry for years now.
Banditry is not, I'm not talking about banditry, I'm talking about mass adoption. Banditry and mass adoption.
Listen. When 5 people are carried, 10 people are carried, it's all banditry, it's all kidnapping, it's the same word, terrorism. We don't have any other word for it. George, go ahead, sir.
You see, unfortunately, my educated colleague from London always find a way to temper down whatever that is the news is, to make it look good on the government that he supports, let me tell you something. Whether it's in Sokoto, whether it's in Zamfara, whether it's in Borno, whether it's anywhere around that area, what we are facing in Nigeria today, especially in those areas, is heartbreaking, and there are no excuses anybody can give to what is going on. These are lives of people that are being killed, kidnapped, and money being made for these terrorist people, and taxes being paid to them. I mean, come on. Telling us, whether there is, this is the first time 700 people are being, abducted and kidnapped. What does that have to do with the totality of the whole entire place being, taken over by Islamic terrorists? What does that have to do with that? I mean, you always find a way, to do something, say something, like, to make it less important than what it is.
Hello. Calm down.
No, I'm not.
I have just calmed down. I have just made a comment about a statement. The statement was that this is a common thing in Niger State. Niger State is known for. And I just said, hold on. I have not said it doesn't happen. I've not said it is not happening. I've just said that the statement was Niger State is known for this all the time. And I just said, no, if you are talking about Zamfara and Yobe State, it's a common thing in that part of Nigeria. But for Niger State, it is not. But let us now look at this. I'm not going to go into defending anybody. I'm not defending anybody. It's not about please. It's not about defending anyone. The thing is this is a kidnapping, either 1, 2, or 3. It is as bad as it is. But to say that in Niger State is a bed of kidnapping, no. If we're talking about Zamfara and Yobe State, yes, it is. Zamfara, Yobe State, that's the bedrock of that. But Niger State, it is not. So let's just focus on the fact that there's a need for that. I'm not going to let us waste time on this. There's a kidnapping. One kidnapping is as bad as every other thing. I just corrected a statement. So let us move on to the fact that a kidnapping has happened, and there's a need for the government, and this government is taking action. The military is taking action. The governors and the military forces are not just folding hands, or neither they denying this happening. They are taking action on this, and I pray that this happen as it happened in your state. They were released, and the kidnappers and the criminals were arrested, and they are dealt with. But the only thing I will say about this, referring to the Oyo State, is that I expect the government to do a summary execution of these people. Going to prison, putting them in prison is wrong. Putting them in prison is wrong. If those in your state have been publicly executed, maybe this will not happen. Put them to take them to the center of the city. Put them on the roads and fire them. And let there be a punishment, an immediate deterrent to this. All this idea of going to prison, I do not succumb to it.
Dr. Femi,
There's something I said.
You know what? Let me finish. Billy, hold on. Let me just respond to him. One of the major problems we are not paying attention to. You see what you just said? That is the correct thing to do. But what the problem we are having today is this, that there are forces behind against what you are saying. Because if you start to do that now, you're going to eliminate more than 5 villages or even a whole state. Because these terrorists, they have increased so much that they are outnumbered some villages, as a matter of fact. So you're talking about a bunch of teenagers, a bunch of people from the ages of 15 all the way to 35 and older who are doing this. So what you're saying is correct. But if the government wants to institute this, you see war, private war against the government. They don't want that, because most of these people are their kids. Most of them are their brothers. Most of them are their sons and daughters that are perpetrating this evil. That's why you see them come in, forces will go behind, and they'll be released through the back door and call them, repentant terrorists. So, but on the day we will have the political solid balls to go after these people and begin to eliminate them, whether reported or not, that's when you're going to start seeing, things happen. We are playing games in our country, and the games is not by the government. The games are about those individuals, forces behind that will call and say, release our people, oh, make you don't do this, so this is what is happening. Because when you start eliminating them in their mindset, that's a political force, political numerations that will help them to say we are more than the South. So that's what you're seeing. There are forces behind this. And that's why I feel so bad about the government right now. Even Tinubu, he wants this eliminated. But he continues because he wants it to be eliminated yesterday. It doesn't look good on him, neither does it look good on his administration. But there are forces against him.
All right, George. Thank you very much. BD, you were going to say something.
In that game playing, was actually what I said earlier. I said, I wonder why Nigerians are surprised at what happened in Niger State. Because Niger State is a state where terrorists have taken over some local governments. And they are collecting tax boldly. They are not hiding it. And some of the local government that they have captured in Niger State, a place like Boku, Shiroro, Mariga, Shangu, and Awara. Do you know, in a particular district, these people have to contribute up to 5 million to 10 million to pay to terrorists to enable them buy peace, to clear their land and farm. And as they are farming, they are paying taxes. And the Nigerian government are aware of this system. It's not a new thing. It didn't start today. This is started far from Buhari time. And the government is aware of it. So now them coming to behave like as if they are surprised at this mass kidnapping. It's making people like me get angry. Do you understand? Because these people have a root in Niger State and they are operating like governments. I'm coming now making them, it makes me look like...
Thank you very much. Ourselves? Yeah, thank you for that. It's also to add to what you said, BIDA local government, marriages tax are paid to terrorists before you can perform your marriage in BIDA local government.
Listen, we are talking because we are from a particular part of Nigeria. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, Sir George said something about this wiping them out. This terrorism this we are calling terrorism, yeah, we are calling them terrorists now. This terrible set, it has been a way of life for them for many years. Don't say Buhari, it has been their lifestyle for many years. The government in most of that part of Nigeria is non-existent. Government is non-existent. So groups and terrorist group, you call them terrorist group now. These kind of people are the ones running the local government. The chairman of most of these local government collect allocation and go and stay in this capital. They don't even know that. If you have been to the north before, you will travel for many hours and you see small villages that has no effect of government on it. So it is easy. It's a landmass easy for anyone to take over who has the will power to take over this. It is not about. It's something that has happened in the past. And let me tell you, I will not have said before. These children that you don't train will be the one that will begin to hurt the children you are training today. The problem that we have in the north, it has nothing to do with Buhari, Jonathan, or anything. It has been years of neglect of the generations in the north, and their leaders have been stealing on their behalf, not developing. So lack of development is what they are doing. So they now have opportunity. The reason why we are hearing about now is that because there is social media. They've been operating for many years in these areas. The government is non-existent. Their northern leaders don't have any effect on them. And that's why they don't want Western education to come in. So they see Western education as what will expose the leadership of it. That's why they don't want Western education. And therefore, social media now is exposing what is happening in the north. So this is not something new in the north. This killing in the north has been happening. I know there was Matasini. Matasini killing came in the north for many years.
Matasini riot has been happening. All right, so you agree, but you trying to downplay it and say no.
I've said is that what I've been downplayed. I said it's something that caused across the north. I said it caught across the north.
But
I didn't say
Niger is one of the core of such occurrence. Niger State. Bogu, like she called all of this. Bida is the capital, and terrorists come to take marriage tax. Can you imagine? Just right there at the capital of the state. All right, gentlemen, let's move on to another very serious issue. BD, you help us here. Today is the 4th day that Nigerians traveling from Lagos, going through Benin and going to Asaba. Today is the 4th day they are on a standstill, lockdown, whatever words you could use, gridlock, all kinds of. And the interesting thing is these motorists, some of them are now looking at the forests, carving out, using their vehicles to make road paths so that they can probably shunt and come out to where they are going to. Now, this shows that federal government is truly not handling road construction issue as required. BD, tell us, 4th day today, people are lamenting, they are bathing, they are having their bath by the road, they are changing their clothes, they are crying, stuck in a traffic, in a logjam.
You see, if Nigeria is a country that works, David Umahi will not be working. He would have been in prison by now. But we would like to paint things. He claimed to have been working. He claimed to be the Minister of Works with the billions they are giving to him and his office, and you have nothing to show for it. And in Nigeria, we are good with corruption. It depends on who is committing the corruption. About 2 months ago, Peter Obi told David Umahi to stop wasting money in a new road, that Nigerian roads are bad. What did they do? They started attacking him. Even Adam Soshemolo was a part of the people who attacked Obi. What are you saying? Media statements, everybody, the attack was too much on him. Not up to 2 months. Oshemolo came, David Umahi, you hate me. The road to my village is bad. Did you see it? So when I tell Nigerians do not hate corruption, but it depends on who is committing that corruption. When Peter Obi spoke about this road, it wasn't even as bad as says. There is no road in Nigeria. Even the coastal road, the David Umahi and Tinubu claim that they are working. Go there. I was there last week. Because me, I don't like to do I say what I know. The people that lives in that area, SUV is matched in water. Go there and see what is happening. How can you be building a road without drainage? See what is happening. You want to go to east, from Lagos to east, about 4-5 hours. But now people spend days on that road. Travelers are the people who will park their vehicle, going to get sand and stone to amend the road so that people can pass. And APC have the guts, the courage to be telling Nigerians to vote them with this thing Nigerians are going now. Well, like I said, we are good with corruption, depends on who is committing it. To us, it's okay, it's good. Because if Nigerians have brain, APC will not have the guts to come out and tell Nigerians to revote them. What have they done? They've only subjected people to suffering.
All right.
And for goodness sake, so road is now APC. APC is now road. Now, for goodness sake, APC is road. Road is APC. Now, listen, please. Please. Let us speak. Don't let us turn this to a shouting match. I've just said. Now, we're talking about road construction.
Depends on who is committing it.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
No, you cannot. You cannot.
Bidi, allow him. Let him do what he specializes in.
It's not about specializing.
No,
listen. We are talking about road construction now. You are bringing corruption. Everything you bring corruption into it. Because the road is bad, we are talking about corruption. Listen, one of the things you must note is this. It's not about what you know how to do best. In some things, I'll see the positive and look at the negative. The thing is that some of you just want to look at the negative. And now listen. Can I finish speaking? Can I finish? Because you've attacked my personality before you allow me to speak. You do not put into consideration our bad habit on the road. You do not put into consideration our bad habit on the road. When people go land by land, even in a small road, Nigerians will go on the second lane and block everything, and then become a gridlock. Secondly, you don't look at the fact that if you look at some of these roads, they are under construction. They are under construction. And it was a rainy situation. But because instead of us to have patience and drive in a single lane, you will see 4 people. I've been on the express road, Lagos-Ibadan express road, when it was under construction, under Jonathan. I've been on that road for 7 hours. A traffic that will take me 1 hour. Why? People that go on, they came and start driving on my lane and blocked me in. And that is one of the bad habits we're talking about here. We are talking corruption. Corruption. Is this about corruption? It's about, yes, maybe government should have done those roads first before they go doing it. That's an opinion. That's the opinion of Mr. Peter Obi. That's his opinion. They should have done that road first before we go into new construction of new road. That's an opinion. But to say, oh, this is corruption. Everything is not corruption. It's about maybe it was a bad choice. But we also need to put into our consideration the way we use the road in Nigeria. When we have 1 lane, people will turn into 7 lanes, and then nobody goes anywhere.
No,
and when we start blaming government,
like I said before, you specialize in minimizing the impact of anything that will make APC government.
Oh, here we go. It's APC. It's about APC. It's about APC.
I'm an APC member.
It's not APC. It's about looking at something in a different way.
It's finished. Peter Obi warned about this condition. Nigerian roads. Yet, Umahi himself chose confrontation, insulting him, and even inviting him to a debate. Okay, rather than taking a constructive criticisms, which is what my party have specialized in not doing. They're not doing it. Say anything negative about any part of the government today, insults will be raining, and it's happening in our own platform. Is that the way to go?
Exactly, that's what you are doing. I have a different opinion. You put in an insult. Oh, that's what you like doing that.
Let me finish. The government is committing trillions of naira to a controversial Lagos-Calabar coastal highway.
Controversial. Oh my goodness.
Hold on. You need to hold tight. Stop this. When I'm talking, you say for me to hold on. I don't want any interruption. Let me finish my point. Then you can talk. Okay? So, trillions of naira, equivalent to what it will use to fix these roads. They're committing it to Lagos-Calabar coastal highway. Awarded to high-tech, a company linked to Lebanese Nigerian billionaire Gilbert Shagori, a long-term associate of the president. This is an award to him. This is an award to him. Speak the truth, and you will see everything will be better. So what you're saying is the project has faced serious questions over its cost and the procurement. Okay, what Nigerians are asking is simple: why build an expensive showcase project while existing federal roads are becoming death traps? Hold tight. Fix the roads that is being used every day. Stop the politics. Stop the insults and stop. That's what.
Can I ask you, the coastal high road? When was it? How did we get about the coastal high road? Coastal high road has been in the Nigerian highway plan for the past 40 years. 40 years. 40 years. The government has taken what's on there and begin to put in place. You call it controversial. Whatever you want to call it.
Talking about is making sure that
let me speak about that coastal.
Do you know how many roads? Please. Go and get educated. Go and get educated. You know thousands of roads, kilometers of road has been constructed in Nigeria at the moment.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You are talking about coastal road as if that's the only road that's been constructed in Nigeria.
What is going on?
Do you know how many? How many kilometers of road is being constructed in Nigeria at the moment? Over 2,000. Over 2.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
Why are you putting trillions of naira to build?
It does. There are over 2,000. There are over 2,000 roads.
You're giving excuses.
Listen.
You're talking about priority. Priority
Do
is
you know that
priority.
there are super
Priority.
highway being constructed in the north as well?
Priority.
Super highway being constructed in the north,
Priority.
being constructed in the middle belt as well. Why are you always about coastal road?
No.
Why are you always about coastal road?
Wrong choice.
It is not wrong. It is your opinion. When you get to government, go and remove the road and go and put it in your backyard. It is not wrong.
In Benin highway, flooded road, and you're talking. You don't have no mouth to say anything.
You know what? Because they are constructing coastal road. Oh, who got the coastal road is a problem now.
Gentlemen, when we go like this, we don't get
that is your problem. That's your problem. Are you a road constructor?
No.
I am okay.
Are you a road constructor? If you are a road contractor, go and do it. Go and bid for it.
It's okay.
There are over 3,000 kilometers of road being constructed in Nigeria. You are always focused about 700.
I'm sorry, I have to mute you. I'm sorry, gentlemen.
Please,
the fact on the ground, sorry, excuse me. The fact is, Nigerians traveling from the one center of the Nigeria to another have been on the road for 4 days. This is what is the matter now. This is the issue on ground now. 4 days, people have left their homes and they've been in one spot for 4 days. So, Bidi, if you won't have any update on that, no, let's not go into the coastal road issue. That's a I mean, every time
Mark, yes. I've just Googled now. There are 2,743 kilometers of road being constructed in Nigeria, throughout Nigeria at the moment. New roads being constructed in Nigeria at this moment. We are always focused on 714 kilometers. Why?
Why? That coastal road was a missed priority.
It's not a missed priority. It is not. It is not. There's Kaduna Abuja express road being constructed, super highway. There's Sokoto Abuja being constructed, super highway. There's not in the. Why is it always this? Because it's going to break into the southeast.
I totally agree with Femi. I totally agree with him, and he has actually pushed me to say what I wouldn't want to say. Now I totally agree with him. See, if you count the 10 major roads in Nigeria, that's Benin-Ore Express Road is one of them. Economically, 10 major roads in Nigeria. But you know why Femi is here telling us that major roads are being constructed and Benin-Ore Express Road Onitsha is not one of them. It's because it's linking to southeast. And there's nothing anybody will tell me about it. Feel anything you want to feel, I don't care. But that's just the truth. That is it. And Nigerian government is not even considering the kind of money. Family, let me finish. Please allow me to finish. Nigerian government are not even considering the kind of money they are making from that road. But because majorly people, 78 or 88% of people who use it are Southeastern. So it's not important. That is the truth.
Can I ask you, what's the biggest road construction that Buhari government constructed? Is the second Niger Bridge. Where is it? In the southeast. Why is it in the south? It was in the southeast. That's the biggest construction of the Buhari government for 8 years. Now, so you want the government to go to the east again and construct road again?
Is that they are patching here or they are patching here?
I just asked you, the biggest construction of the Buhari government was the second Niger Bridge, which was constructed most of throughout the 8 years of Buhari government.
It's not Buhari, like you're talking about the 40 years of a coastal road. It's not Buhari that started the second Niger Bridge.
I just said, ask you, the second Niger Bridge, is that in Lagos or in Kano? No, the second Niger Bridge.
Dr. Femi, it was not Buhari's government that started the second Niger Bridge. It has been on. No, it's not his government. It wasn't a it was PDP. It wasn't even a passenger.
It was in the pipeline. They did not start anything. Nobody did anything.
Southeast money that is in that bridge. You know that Southeast money.
Gentlemen, let's crop it up.
Their money is in that bridge. They make them pay 60% of that bridge. So don't come here and tell me why you don't know.
They paid for it. Southeast government paid for it.
our viewers are listening to us, so let's flow with the thing. It's all passion for Nigeria, a better Nigeria. There's a video we saw because the studio, the heat is still affecting some of our gadgets. We can't run that video here, but the chairman of Kuje Area Council in Abuja, one Samuel Danjuma Shikolo, ordered that those anybody in his community not supporting his the APC government in that area, Kuje of Abuja, must get out of that community. I mean, this is serious. George, APC chairman, making this kind of speech in the public, and he didn't care that the video was on him. Tell us, George.
Let me tell you something. This is exactly what I was saying before. When you have the government that comes out to directly or indirectly trying to muscle opponents to shut them up, whether directly or indirectly, and then the people under are taking cues from those and begin to act as tyrants, that is what you get. Public office is not APC property. Every citizen has a constitutional right to support any political party of their choice. A chairman who tells political opponents to leave the area council is not demonstrating leadership. He is undermining democracy, inclusion, and the rule of law. And the president should publicly warn that man never to do so again if he stands for democracy. Because this is not something, this type of news, when it comes out, it needs to go straight to the head. And the head should warn all these miscreants that are doing this. We should not allow that to happen. Nigeria belongs to everybody, and anybody that is coming out to do stuff like that should be warned from the head. As a matter of fact, they need to sack him for such statements. And people need to demand for his removal as the chairman of that place. And what are we running? Are we running a tyranny government, or are we running a democratic government? If you stand for democracy, every single individual in that government must, have the same type of a tone towards their own people, to tell people, if you don't support APC, get out of here. Look at all the kind of nonsense we're doing in Nigeria. And then somebody will come and want to give excuses for this kind of nonsense. It should not be allowed.
Go ahead, BD. BD, you are going to say something. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say something. They say a leader body language directly shapes the emotion, tone, trust, and behavior of its community. This is in Nigeria. Before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu become the president, he boldly said it. Wrong with it, snatch it. Wrong with it, do anything and get it. And if you look at what is happening in Nigeria, that is what has been happening in Nigeria. We've had in this country where a sitting governor threatens a citizen of this country, saying, don't come to my state. And he came the block way. We've had in a sitting senator of this state threatens people's life. MC Oluomo, Oba, threatens people's life. What has we done about it? Nothing. So this one threatening people in FCT, it has become a culture of APC. And it has become a norm. They stand up, they say it because they know you will not do anything. Because that is what our leader represents. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that is what he represents. And they are learning from it. I did a course in a government, and that is what he said. When you look at a society, you will see the attribute of a leader in it. That is what our president represents. A government of force, a government of intimidation is either my way or no way. That is it. So what are we now talking about? It's what the president.
I know you will find a way of bringing it to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, this is a local government. This is a local government chairman. This is a local government chairman running his mouth.
Yeah. In FCT.
This is hold on.
Under APC, a governor under APC.
Hold on.
Under APC.
Remember, we are in this country. You were in this country. You were. Calm down. Let us talk one after the other. You are in this country when a sitting governor told a chairman of a political party, I will come back to the names now, that he's not welcome. And when he came, he went to go and put loads of cement and concrete on the road to his house. And they're both from the same state. The governor is a governor of PDP in same Edo state you are referring to, and the chairman of APC was Oshiomole. He went to block his way from going to his house in Edo state. You didn't see anything wrong in that. I'm not defending anything. A chairman of a party was running his mouth. Hold on. A chairman of party is running his mouth like any other person. A chairman, listen, calm down. A chairman of a party is running his mouth like any other person, which is wrong, which is not acceptable. I understand. All of a sudden, you find a way of bringing it back to the president. That is what you guys do. That is what you guys do. Everything must be Tinubu, because instead of you to deal with local issues, state issues, you don't want to deal with issues on local and state level. It must be Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It must be Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And how do we, as a nation, we are a federal government. We are, calm down, we are a federal nation. We are a federal government, local government, state governors, and all this stuff. Okpabolo misbehaved. He ran his mouth. A little boy like Davido, put him to wash him down. That's it. That's a local state matter. How is Bola Ahmed Tinubu got to do with the chairman of local government? You remember, in January, this same man was a PDP man. This same man was a PDP man until he joined APC to go and contest election. What I'm saying is this: these are Nigerians who are misbehaving, but we have a way of making it look APC, as if when you become APC, you are not a Nigerian anymore. A Nigerian politician is misbehaving. Fine. Let us address the fact a Nigerian politician is misbehaving. We deal with that issue as a Nigerian politician misbehaving. All of a sudden, we find a way, APC, as if in an APC, you are an alien. But I don't want to run issue with it. What that man said is unacceptable at all standards.
Thank you. Now, if the leaders of the party are silent, they are complicit. Simple. If this news is flying all over and the leaders of this APC, keep silent, they are complicit. Is a silent approval of what the man did. What we are saying, what he did was wrong, and as an APC member, we need the higher authority to openly condemn what the man did, caution him, or even remove him, so that tomorrow
you can't remove him. You can't remove him. He's an elected man. You can't remove him. He can be sanctioned, but you can't remove him.
You can sanction him.
Yeah.
And let him know that such statements are unacceptable and should not be repeated.
Exactly, that's what happened in Osun State. The senator was sanctioned. He came openly and apologized. Sanctioned, but when we begin to turn everything to the presidency.
That's what I'm expecting from the leaders. That's what I'm expecting from the leaders, whether it comes directly from the government, from the federal, from the president, or anybody under him. But above this individual, it must be done. It must be done. Simple.
Above this individual, it must be done. Gentlemen, thank you so much. I think somehow we're talking. Can I just say the final word? Yeah.
Something just happened. Okay, and a member of my family had an accident and went to the hospital, and then went to this quack hospital that have no sign whatsoever. And the person is Dr. Elichi. Dr. Elichi. This man charged almost 1.2 million naira and was paid. It was only 40 naira remaining because the person in the hospital have stayed over. And then when I asked Dr. Elichi to please let them go so that they will not continue to accumulate, more money, this man refused and said that every single naira must be paid before he will let that young lady go. That's been in the hospital for more than a year, for more than a month. Okay, so this is the type of wickedness that we see. We are blaming the government. That's why sometimes I just want to cry please leave the president alone. Because we are talking about the president. Look at the evil that people that
To
have
each other.
to each other. You have been paid 1.2 million, only remaining 40,000 naira. This man refused. Dr. Elichi, Multi-Care Hospital, Omaba Phase 2, Lake Bus Stop, along Enugu Onisha Expressway. And
Let's
this
have
man does
his
not
photo.
this man does not even have any sign in the hospital.
Okay.
And yet,
why did they have to go to somebody that does not has no sign?
It was an emergency. They were referred. It was an emergency because her leg was, swelling. So they found the closest place to take them, and they were referred to this person. And this man, this Dr. Elichi,
Dr. Elichi.
Dr. Elichi, we need to expose wicked men like this.
Yes.
We need to expose wicked men like this.
Okay.
It wasn't that, the 40,000 was not going to be paid, though. It was like, give us opportunity. Let's go home, because if she stays here another day, that you're going to
accumulate more money.
The man said, until you pay the final kobo, you're not leaving.
Okay. We are calling out Dr. Elichi, and we are calling also the Medical Association of Nigeria to go to Enugu. What's that street again? Enugu State. Dr. Elichi, a so-called Dr. Elichi.
It's called Multi-Care Hospital.
Multi-Care Hospital.
Omoba Phase 2.
Omoba
Bus Stop along Enugu Onisha Expressway. His telephone number is 080-555-26183. We need to expose wicked people like this, and to ensure, because it's very possible, since there is no sign in that hospital, we are calling on the governor of Anambra State.
The Medical Association.
The Medical Association.
The Doctors Medical Association, yes.
Soludo, look into this. This is very, very important. We need to make sure that we remove people like this.
Yes.
Maybe caution them to do the right thing.
Thank you very much. All right. So, Dr. Olufemi, thank you also. We have to go. George, next time there's this is what you've just done is very important. But next time, let's probably reach me behind. Let's go further, get some more information, pictures, images, and all of that, because we could be helping our people. We complain how terrible the system is. So if we could do these little things to help our people, this would be good. So I can go deeper, get his image, get more things from him. We have the power to do that. So Dr. Elichi, our eyes is on you. Don't think you get away with these wicked acts, evil deeds on vulnerable people. On this note, viewers, we had our viewers here, even though they weren't contributing. We want you to make comments, opinions, say your own part of the story. It's nice to have
agree, disagree. It's all good.
Yes, it's all good. So anyway, till we come again, there's that news of U.S. deepening security cooperation with Nigeria. They are training more troops in Bauchi State right about now. The U.S. security arm is training more Nigerian troops in Bauchi State. So that's a good news. But we want these trainings to bring fruit. We want our soldiers to begin to really go hard as they've been doing. And we also want to appreciate the Nigerian military force, the soldiers, for all they are doing to keep our country safe. So Dr. Shagun, Dr. Olufemi, thank you for coming. Thank you, Sir George.
And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless our president and our first lady and the family and all the governors in the states and all the local government chairmen and their families, and save Nigeria. Bring us to that limelight where we're supposed to be. May Nigeria remain the giant of Africa, that they will follow to that paradise where Africa is supposed to be.
Amen.
Amen. George, there's an award coming to Canada, that Hedis Award. I think they will be holding in Canada. We'll talk about that in some other event. Yes.
All right.
So until then, viewers, have a beautiful midweek. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
All right, and peace out, guys.